she's like,
we
oh
have
yeah.
to start filming because it's recording and we're just talking to each other.
Shit, it's recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm Avan.
And I'm Lola. Welcome to All or Nothing, the talk show where we talk about things while we do other things.
Is this a talk show?
I don't know. I'm gonna call it a talk show. It sounds fun.
This sounds so cheesy though.
No, I'm okay with that.
I feel like I need a tie for that.
You don't need a tie. I am all, she is nothing. Would you like to explain why you are nothing?
I am nothing because I am ace as hell and dragons are my life.
And I am all because I am pansexual, so. Alright, so today we're going to be cooking boom cake! Although you all have no idea what boom cake is, so would you like to explain?
So I'm trying to write a book. Really trying, man. And so in the book, like all the characters kind of meet up when they make boom cake, which is a bundt cake that explodes. But I need to figure out how to make bundt cake, so we're making bundt cake.
Woo!
So, step 1, make the cake.
Well, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Oh.
Well, you know what? It's gonna be fine. 325.
It'll be fine. Boom cake isn't perfect. It'll work.
It'll be fine, but it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
We gotta butter this.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine if we lose some sugar, then we just put more in. Right?
It's fine. We're good. It'll be okay. This cake is gonna be so weird.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. I really hope this works, otherwise we're gonna look ridiculous. We're gonna pop it out and be like, alright, so this is how you fail at making boom cake.
They didn't get it right on the first part either.
So we're gonna carry this over to the couch and eat chocolate and have an intense conversation. I don't think we put the eggs away.
It'll be fine.
I'm like such a very casual human being.
Yes.
So I guess, I don't know, we should talk about our sexuality or something?
Okay. A lot of people, I guess, know that I'm ace. I mean, it's on my Tumblr. It's like literally the kind of the first thing. It's like my age,
Because you're
my
ace
sexuality. Yeah, for a while my thing was literally ace hardware. I'm like, if you didn't know by that point.
I'm pan, and I'm out to a lot of people. It's kind of easier to come out to people when I don't know them as much. So like, there's a lot of people like in my family that still don't know, so this is gonna be a bit of a culture shock. Woohoo! Congratulations! You all now know that I'm not straight.
Nor remotely.
Especially not when I'm drunk. I think I get air when I'm drunk. Oh my god, it's hilarious, isn't it, Avan?
Oh yes.
She's seen it. It's pretty fantastic.
She's literally sitting there. She's just like, I want to just obsessing over like Hannah Hart, and she just wanted to watch her and her girlfriend just make cinnamon rolls.
Because it was fucking cute, that's why, okay? Did I also try to make you watch Ashley Mardell and Grace? I don't know what her last name is. Ashley and Grace's engagement video? I might have.
Yes!
It's really cute. You should watch it. I'll put a link in the description. It's beautiful.
Why not?
I'm gonna do it.
Mental note for later. I like the way it came out to you. I thought it was pretty hilarious, because I literally sent you a text, and I was just like, so I think my obsession for dragons kind of explains why I'm ace. That's literally all I said, and that's how it came out to.
I do remember getting like super excited when you told me. No, I told a friend of mine. And I was so excited. I was like, I have more queer friends. We're multiplying. This is how I think about things, okay? When did you realize you were ace, my dear?
But I think I realized I was ace, and I was thinking about back to my first boyfriend. This one dude.
So your first boyfriend.
First boyfriend. And I remember he'd always like, kind of like, talk dirty-ish, and then every time he'd like talk like that, I'd just get all squeamish. And then at one point he's like, are you sure you're not a lesbian? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm not. And then
I'm not interested in sex with women either.
And then I was thinking back later, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. When did you realize you were pan?
I have a whole story about this.
I love this story.
Okay, so I started having crushes on girls, and I didn't realize that they were crushes on girls. I just knew that there were some friends in, like, elementary school that I wanted to, like, kiss, and I thought that was weird. And I actually specifically remember thinking, you know, so there were two thoughts that went through my head. So I knew vaguely what a lesbian was, and I had no idea what bisexuality was, because nobody ever talked about it. And, like, my parents weren't super, like, accepting of homosexuality, and so I knew that being a lesbian was something I was not supposed to be. I came to the conclusion that if I wasn't supposed to be attracted to girls, I definitely was not supposed to be attracted to both boys and girls. And so I just convinced myself that I was straight. And then the other part of that was, you know, Disney princesses never married other princesses, so obviously I was supposed to like boys.
Damn you, Disney.
This is why we need representation, people. Alright, so fast forward, I finally find out what bisexuality is, and for some reason I never liked that I considered it in high school, because I had a friend that was bi. And I considered bisexuality as, like, a thing that I could be, and then I was like, no, you know, bisexuality just doesn't seem to fit me. The first time I ever heard the term pansexuality was actually in my government class.
Oh, government party. I thought you meant like a party.
Like no, like a democratic. Like,
I thought like somebody threw a party
thing
for like pansexuals, and I'm like, dude,
that would have been awesome.
that's your group.
Yeah, and so the only time I'd ever heard of the term pansexual was as this like kind of like running joke. So fast forward to college, so I joined Tumblr, and I finally realized that, you know, not only is bisexuality a thing, but pansexuality is a thing, and asexuality is a thing, and demisexuality is a thing, and there's all sorts of sexual orientations. So that's how I figured out that there were multiple orientations. And I was like pretty sure that I was a straight person because I'd been convincing myself that I was a straight person for, at that point, 12 years. So I decided that I was a straight person, but I was an ally, and I was going to be super, super supportive of people. And so I kept reblogging all of these posts, and I never realized until one day, I just randomly realized that I reblogged posts about pansexuality more than I reblogged any other post. And I was like looking at it and I was thinking about it and I was like, maybe I am pansexual? Maybe? Possibly? And so I was like, okay, well, let's think about it. So I thought about it for a very long time, and I kept thinking about it, and then I realized, you know, when I was 6, there were girls that I wanted to kiss, and I've always had girls that I wanted to kiss. I just, you know, thought that I was a straight person with a weird brain. Actually, to be honest, what I thought was I was a straight person with a broken brain, but that's an entirely another conversation. And so I finally came to the conclusion that maybe I might be pan, and then I told one of my best friends, and her response was the worst possible response I could have heard at that point in time, and it is nothing against her, it's just that she didn't actually think about how it was going to sound to me. She said, well, do you think you could ever really go down on a girl? And my thought process was immediately, oh, you know what? You're right. I couldn't. I'm not pan. I'm straight, and I'm invading gay spaces, and it's not appropriate and not okay, and I'm an awful human being, and that's basically what happened. And then, you know, a month and a half later, I met this girl at work that was absolutely drop-dead gorgeous, and every time she walked into the office, I got, like, butterflies in my stomach, and I was just like, I want to date this girl so hard, and that was when I realized that, yes, I was pansexual, and started to tell everyone.
Well, we all know I'm not gonna go down on anyone.
Good job. So that's the story of how I realized that I was pansexual. So I sort of knew when I was 6, and then for 14 years I ignored it, and then I figured it out when I was about 20.
Yours is like so like long and like in detail, and mine's just like, oh, my boyfriend at the time thought I was scared of dicks, but you know, turns out I am.
Okay, so tell me when you're ready.
I'll eat cake.
I don't know how to sign off. How do we want to sign off?
No, we have to have a thing like that we do every time.
Does it have to be a pun? The same pun? I mean, well, the title is a pun.
It doesn't have to be a pun. I just really like puns. We should end every episode with a random quote.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Aww.
Damn. I
Thank you for watching All or Nothing.
And remember, believe in yourself. You are an ancient, absent god discussed only rarely by literary scholars. So if you don't believe, no one will.
That's great!
Oh, it's Chelsea.
Hi, Julie.
She sent me another Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
I can't get it open.
Battery exploded.
Oh my god. I did not mean to scare you.
You checked to make sure there was nothing in your oven, right?
No. There's nothing in my oven.
Good.
We're not gonna talk for an hour about dragons.
Please.
No.
I hate boobs.
The truth of asexuality right here. Beautiful asexual. I can't pronounce. A beautiful asexual person right here.